Our minds are constantly exposed to a barrage of information, emotions, and influences. Every day we encounter conversations, media, and experiences that shape our thoughts. Some of these influences are positive, encouraging us to grow and achieve our potential, while others can be toxic, pulling us into cycles of negativity, doubt, and fear. To discipline your mind effectively, it's essential to guard your thoughts. This is not about ignoring reality or living in denial, but about taking intentional control of what you allow to occupy your mental space. Your thoughts have incredible power. They determine how you feel, how you act, and ultimately who you become. If your thoughts are constantly centered on fear, failure, or resentment, your outlook on life will reflect those emotions. On the other hand, when you focus on hope, opportunity, and solutions, your mindset will naturally become more positive and empowered. Guarding your thoughts starts with recognizing this truth. You have the ability to choose what stays in your mind. One of the first steps to guarding your thoughts is awareness. Pay attention to what you are thinking throughout the day. It's easy to let your mind wander, but undisciplined thinking can lead to dwelling on things that don't serve you. Ask yourself, are these thoughts helping me or hindering me? Are they aligned with the person I want to become? If not, redirect your focus. For instance, if you find yourself replaying a past mistake, shift your attention to what you've learned from it and how you can grow moving forward. This process requires practice, but over time, it strengthens your ability to manage your thoughts. The environment you surround yourself with plays a critical role in what influences your mind. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the places you frequent all have an impact on your thought patterns. Be mindful of the company you keep. Are the people around you encouraging you to think positively and aim higher? Or are they pulling you into gossip, negativity, or complacency? Similarly, evaluate the media you consume: television, social media, books, and even music. These can subtly shape your thinking, either fueling inspiration and motivation or planting seeds of doubt and fear. Guarding your thoughts doesn't mean avoiding all challenges or difficult conversations. Life will always have its share of struggles, and some situations cannot be controlled. However, what you can control is how you interpret and respond to them. Choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable barriers. When you face criticism, don't internalize it as a reflection of your worth. Instead, see if there's constructive feedback you can use and let the rest go. A practical way to guard your thoughts is by setting aside time each day for reflection. This can be as simple as journaling about your experiences, meditating, or practicing gratitude. These practices help you identify patterns in your thinking and reinforce positive ones. For example, starting your day by listing things you're grateful for can set the tone for a mindset of abundance and optimism. Similarly, taking a few moments before bed to reflect on what went well during the day can shift your focus away from stress and worry. Another powerful tool for guarding your thoughts is affirmations. By regularly affirming positive beliefs about yourself and your abilities, you can replace negative or self-defeating thoughts. Phrases like "I am capable," "I can handle challenges with grace," or "I am growing stronger every day" can reframe your mindset. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become ingrained in your thinking. Guarding your thoughts also involves setting boundaries. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your values or goals. This might mean stepping away from conversations that drain your energy, limiting your time on social media, or prioritizing time for rest and self-care. These boundaries protect your mental space, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Lastly, be patient with yourself. Changing your thought patterns doesn't happen overnight. There will be days when negative thoughts creep in or when you feel overwhelmed by external influences. When this happens, don't be too hard on yourself. Recognize the thought, let it pass, and refocus on what uplifts and empowers you. Life is full of challenges, uncertainties, and setbacks, but the way you approach these situations defines the outcomes you experience. Many people focus their energy on problems, analyzing every detail, worrying about worst-case scenarios, and dwelling on what could go wrong. While it's natural to feel concerned when facing difficulties, focusing excessively on problems can trap your mind in a cycle of negativity. To discipline your mind, you must redirect your focus towards solutions, choosing to channel your mental energy into finding answers and opportunities instead of magnifying the obstacles. Focusing on solutions begins with a shift in perspective. Problems are a part of life, but they are not the end of the story. Every challenge presents an opportunity to learn, grow, or innovate. When you encounter a problem, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" or "What if I fail?" try asking, "What can I do about this?" or "What's the next step I can take?" These questions immediately redirect your thoughts from dwelling on the problem to seeking practical ways to address it. One way to train your mind to focus on solutions is by breaking problems down into smaller, manageable pieces. When faced with a significant challenge, it can feel overwhelming and paralyzing to think about the entire issue at once. Instead, identify the specific aspects of the problem and tackle them one at a time. For example, if you're struggling to meet a deadline, break down the project into smaller tasks and prioritize them. Taking one step at a time reduces the mental burden and helps you feel more in control of the situation. Your mindset plays a crucial role in how you approach problems. Cultivating an optimistic attitude doesn't mean ignoring the reality of difficulties, it means believing in your ability to overcome them. Optimism gives you the confidence to face challenges head on, trusting that every problem has a solution, even if it's not immediately obvious. When you approach situations with this mindset, you're more likely to remain calm and resourceful, allowing your creativity and logic to flourish. It's also important to understand that solutions often require adaptability. Sometimes the first idea you try may not work, but that doesn't mean the problem is insurmountable. Flexibility allows you to pivot and explore alternative approaches without feeling defeated. Embrace the process of trial and error, recognizing that each attempt brings you closer to a resolution. This adaptability is a hallmark of a disciplined mind, one that remains focused on moving forward rather than fixating on setbacks. Another key to solution-focused thinking is surrounding yourself with the right influences. Collaboration and seeking advice from others can provide fresh perspectives and insights that you might not have considered on your own. When you face a challenge, don't hesitate to reach out to trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues who can offer guidance. Sometimes an outside perspective can reveal a solution that feels elusive when you're too close to the problem. Focusing on solutions also requires the ability to manage emotions effectively. When a problem arises, it's easy to become frustrated, anxious, or discouraged. While these emotions are natural, allowing them to dominate your thinking can cloud your judgment and make it harder to find solutions. Practice emotional discipline by acknowledging your feelings without letting them take over. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or even taking a short break can help you regain focus and approach the situation with a clear mind. Another practical strategy is to reframe problems as opportunities for growth. For instance, instead of viewing a difficult conversation with a colleague as a confrontation, see it as a chance to improve communication and strengthen your working relationship. Similarly, a financial setback can be reframed as an opportunity to reassess your priorities and build better financial habits. Reframing doesn't change the reality of the situation, but it shifts your perspective, making it easier to identify actionable steps. Discipline and focusing on solutions also involves resisting the temptation to dwell on blame or regret. When a problem arises, it's natural to look for a cause or someone to hold accountable. However, excessive focus on blame rarely leads to productive outcomes. Instead of asking who caused this, shift to what can we do to fix it? This shift in mindset moves you away from unproductive dwelling and toward constructive action. Lastly, celebrate progress, no matter how small. When you focus on solutions, even minor steps toward resolution can be a source of encouragement and motivation. Recognizing progress keeps you motivated and reinforces the habit of looking for ways forward rather than being stuck in the problem itself. Feeding your mind with positivity is one of the most powerful ways to discipline your thoughts and create a mindset that thrives in all circumstances. Just as your body relies on proper nutrition to stay healthy and strong, your mind requires a steady diet of uplifting, empowering, and constructive inputs to function at its best. What you expose your mind to shapes your beliefs, emotions, and actions, making it essential to be intentional about the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, and the environments you surround yourself with. Every day, your mind absorbs information from countless sources: social media, news, books, music, and the people around you. While some of this input is positive and inspiring, much of it can be negative, distracting, or even harmful. To discipline your mind, you must make a conscious effort to choose inputs that nurture your growth and build resilience. This means prioritizing content experiences that inspire hope, encourage self-improvement, and align with your goals and values. One of the most effective ways to feed your mind with positivity is by consuming empowering content regularly. Books, podcasts, and videos that focus on personal development, success stories, or motivational messages can provide valuable insights and encouragement. When you start your day with a chapter from an inspiring book or a podcast that uplifts your spirit, you set the tone for a productive and positive mindset throughout the day. These resources serve as reminders that challenges can be overcome and growth is always possible. Surrounding yourself with the right people is equally important. The individuals you spend time with can either lift you up or drag you down. Positive, supportive relationships create an environment where you feel encouraged and valued. These connections can provide a sense of belonging and foster a mindset of gratitude and optimism. On the other hand, toxic relationships or those filled with negativity can drain your energy and feed into doubts or fears. Being selective about the people you allow into your life is a form of self-care and mental discipline. Another powerful way to feed your mind with positivity is by practicing gratitude. Taking time to reflect on what you are thankful for shifts your focus from what's missing or wrong in your life to what is abundant and going well. This practice rewires your brain to notice and appreciate the good around you, creating a more positive outlook. Whether it's through journaling, sharing your gratitude with others, or simply taking a moment each day to reflect, gratitude is a transformative habit that reinforces a disciplined, positive mindset. It's also important to limit your exposure to negativity. While it's impossible to avoid all negative influences, you can choose how much time and energy you spend on them. For example, the news often highlights problems, tragedies, and conflicts which can lead to feelings of anxiety or helplessness. While staying informed is important, you don't need to immerse yourself in every detail. Set boundaries by limiting the amount of time you spend consuming news or engaging with content that leaves you feeling drained. Similarly, take breaks from social media if it becomes a source of comparison, envy, or negativity. Music and entertainment also play a role in shaping your mindset. Pay attention to the lyrics of the songs you listen to or the themes of the shows you watch. Do they inspire and uplift, or do they perpetuate negative emotions like anger, despair, or cynicism? Choosing entertainment that aligns with your values and goals can contribute to a more positive mental environment. Feeding your mind with positivity doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that problems don't exist. Instead, it's about creating a foundation of strength and optimism that allows you to face difficulties with resilience and clarity. When you consistently expose yourself to positive influences, you build mental habits that help you stay focused on solutions, maintain hope during tough times, and see opportunities where others see obstacles. Mindfulness and self affirmations are additional tools for nurturing positivity. Mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This awareness allows you to recognize when negativity starts to creep in and consciously redirect your focus to something positive. Affirmations, on the other hand, involve repeating statements that reinforce your self worth, abilities, and goals. By regularly affirming beliefs like I am capable, I am worthy, or I attract success, you train your mind to adopt these truths as part of your core identity. Lastly, create an environment that fosters positivity. Your surroundings can have a significant impact on your mindset. A clutter free, organized space can promote a sense of calm and focus, while inspirational quotes or vision boards can serve as daily reminders of your goals and aspirations. Incorporate elements into your environment that bring you joy and motivation, such as plants, artwork, or mementos of achievements. By curating your physical space, you reinforce the mental discipline needed to maintain a positive outlook. One of the hallmarks of a disciplined mind is the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. In life, situations often arise that test your patience, challenge your emotions, or push you out of your comfort zone. How you handle these moments can significantly impact the outcomes you experience. Reacting impulsively is a natural response when emotions like anger, frustration, or fear take over. However, a disciplined mind recognizes the value of pausing, reflecting, and responding with intention, ensuring that actions align with long-term goals and values. Reacting is often a knee-jerk response driven by emotion or external pressure. It happens quickly without much thought and can lead to regret or unintended consequences. For instance, snapping at someone in frustration or making a hasty decision under stress might bring temporary relief, but it often creates more problems in the long run. On the other hand, responding involves taking a moment to process the situation, consider your options, and choose the course of action that best serves your interests and aligns with your values. Developing the ability to respond rather than react requires cultivating self awareness. This means paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, and triggers. When a challenging situation arises, your body might respond physically with a racing heart, clenched fists, or shallow breathing. Recognizing these signs allows you to take a step back and pause before acting. A simple yet powerful technique is to take a few deep breaths. Deep breathing helps calm the nervous system, giving you the clarity needed to assess the situation objectively rather than through the lens of heightened emotions. Another key to thoughtful responses is mastering the art of the pause. Pausing doesn't mean ignoring the situation or delaying action indefinitely. It means giving yourself the time and space to think before acting. For example, if you receive an email that frustrates you, instead of firing off an immediate response, take a moment to consider your words carefully. Ask yourself what outcome you want to achieve and whether your response will move you closer to that goal. Pausing helps you gain perspective, ensuring that your actions are measured and purposeful. A disciplined mind also recognizes the importance of empathy when responding to others. Many conflicts or misunderstandings arise because people react based on assumptions or personal biases without considering the other person's perspective. By putting yourself in someone else's shoes, you can respond in a way that fosters understanding and resolution rather than escalating tension. Empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everyone or compromising your values, but it does involve acknowledging others' feelings and motivations before deciding how to proceed. Another aspect of responding thoughtfully is focusing on long-term outcomes rather than immediate gratification. In the heat of the moment, it's tempting to act based on what feels good right now, whether that's venting frustration, seeking revenge, or making a quick decision to avoid discomfort. However, these reactions often lead to regret or unintended consequences. A disciplined mind looks beyond the present moment, considering how actions will affect future relationships, goals, or opportunities. This perspective enables you to choose responses that align with your greater purpose and aspirations. Practicing mindfulness can further enhance your ability to respond rather than react. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you're mindful, you're less likely to be swept away by emotional impulses, allowing you to respond with clarity and intention. Mindfulness techniques like meditation, journaling, or simply taking a few moments each day to reflect can help you build this skill over time. A critical part of responding effectively is learning to manage conflict constructively. Conflict is a natural part of life, but how you handle it determines whether it becomes a source of growth or division. When faced with disagreement, a disciplined mind listens actively, seeks to understand the other person's point of view, and responds in a way that addresses the issue without escalating tension. This might involve finding common ground, proposing solutions, or respectfully agreeing to disagree. By focusing on resolution rather than winning or being right, you create an environment where collaboration and mutual respect can thrive. Responding thoughtfully also requires confidence and trust in yourself. When you're secure in your values and beliefs, you're less likely to be swayed by external pressures or provoked by negativity. Confidence allows you to remain calm and composed, even in difficult situations, and to trust that you can handle whatever challenges come your way. This inner strength is a key component of mental discipline, empowering you to choose your actions wisely. Lastly, cultivating patience is essential for responding rather than reacting. Patience allows you to tolerate delays, setbacks, or difficulties without losing your composure. It helps you stay focused on your goals even when progress feels slow or obstacles arise. By practicing patience, you develop the resilience needed to respond thoughtfully, knowing that your consistent efforts will eventually lead to the outcomes you desire. Consistency is a cornerstone of mental discipline, and practicing it with grace ensures that the journey of self-improvement is sustainable and fulfilling. Building mental discipline requires developing habits that align with your goals and values and sticking to them even when it feels challenging. However, the process doesn't need to be rigid or punishing. Approaching consistency with a sense of grace means allowing room for imperfections, celebrating small victories, and staying committed to progress rather than perfection. This balance is key to creating lasting change and maintaining a disciplined yet compassionate mindset. Consistency begins with establishing clear habits that support mental discipline. Small intentional actions repeated over time can lead to significant transformation. For instance, practices like journaling, meditation, or setting daily goals can help you stay focused and grounded. These habits don't have to be time-consuming or complex. The key is to start small and build momentum gradually. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness each morning or ending the day with a gratitude list can make a meaningful difference over time. The power of consistency lies in its cumulative effect. Each time you follow through on a positive habit, you reinforce your ability to stay disciplined and strengthen your commitment to your goals. This consistency creates a sense of trust in yourself, knowing that you can rely on your actions to align with your intentions. Over time, these small, consistent efforts compound, leading to profound shifts in your mindset and overall well-being. Approaching consistency with grace involves understanding that setbacks are a natural part of the process. There will be days when you feel unmotivated, face unexpected challenges, or fall short of your intentions. Instead of being overly critical or giving up altogether, use these moments as opportunities to learn and adjust. Recognize that progress is not always linear, and a single misstep doesn't define your journey. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend, and use these experiences to refocus and recommit to your goals. Flexibility is another important aspect of practicing consistency with grace. Life is unpredictable, and rigid adherence to routines can sometimes feel restrictive or overwhelming. Instead of forcing yourself to stick to a plan at all costs, adapt your approach to suit your circumstances. For example, if you're unable to complete your full workout routine one day, do a shorter version or focus on stretching instead. By allowing for adjustments, you maintain the spirit of consistency without becoming overly rigid or discouraged. Accountability can also play a valuable role in maintaining consistency. Sharing your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or support group can provide encouragement and motivation to stay on track. External accountability can help you stay disciplined, especially during times when your internal motivation wanes. Additionally, celebrating milestones and progress with others can make the journey more enjoyable and rewarding, reinforcing your commitment to consistency. One of the most effective ways to ensure consistency is by aligning your habits with your values and long-term goals. When your actions are rooted in a deeper sense of purpose, it becomes easier to stay committed, even when faced with challenges. Take time to reflect on why your goals matter to you and how they align with the person you want to become. This clarity provides a sense of direction and motivation, making it more likely that you'll stay consistent in your efforts. Incorporating grace into your practice of consistency also means embracing the idea of balance. Discipline doesn't require sacrificing joy, relaxation, or spontaneity. In fact, allowing time for rest and enjoyment is essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. Overworking or pushing yourself to extremes can lead to burnout, which undermines your ability to stay consistent in the long term. By prioritizing self care and balance, you create a sustainable approach to discipline that supports your overall growth and happiness. Another key aspect of practicing consistency with grace is focusing on the present moment. Instead of worrying about how far you have to go or dwelling on past failures, concentrate on what you can do today to move closer to your goals. Breaking your journey into smaller, manageable steps makes it feel less overwhelming and keeps you engaged in the process. This focus on the present also helps you stay mindful of your progress and appreciate the effort you're putting in each day. Lastly, celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledging even small achievements can boost your confidence and motivation, reinforcing the habit of consistency. Whether it's completing a week of meditation, sticking to a daily writing routine, or handling a challenging situation with grace, take time to recognize and appreciate your efforts. Celebrating progress reminds you that discipline is not just about reaching a destination, but also about enjoying the journey and the growth it brings.